Good morning, everybody. We are back. The show is called TBR SSF Show. It simply means TBR Solution Sport Forum. It is myself, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe. I'm joined by Thabiki. No PT today. PT is in Kruger National Park. Remember, he's not far from there. We always get visitors. He goes that side. So, which is a nice thing. Thabiki, re kaofela sisonke on Sesam, Rothe, Singwe, the beat goes on. Welcome to the show. Greet the viewers. Let's get going.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shabalala, for inviting me to the show. And then good morning to the viewers. Good morning to all the supporters of South African football, especially Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns. Ziyakhala namhlanje.
Abobana bomaziwa namhlanje. Because
Bayazazi, the host, ama-host basenkingeni. And ba rekile ditekete kaofela tsona fu a ke tsebe ho ba tshepileng ga ba reka ditekete le rena ne re nyako lo bona bolo ba rekile ditekete, it's a sold out game. Ziyakhala nje, it's happening.
Ziyakhala impela. We'll watch the space and see who's gonna do what. Hopefully, we are going to see something. Now it's Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns. This afternoon at 3 o'clock, as you said, it's a sold out affair. And then, I had hoped that I would have the Muna Munes Maleker with us as a Sundowns fan. But unfortunately, his child is not feeling well. He's at the doctor as we speak or hospital. I just wish the child a speedy recovery. You don't want to see children getting sick. But what can you do? It's part of the game, especially with this weather. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Now, Thabiki, Pirates and Sundowns. Pirates have lost their 2 games recently. And then the Pirates fans are up in arms on the coach. But guess what? I've watched that game that they lost. They were playing well. They were playing well. They were on top of the game. Allegedly, they were robbed 2 penalties. So I don't know. Well, the coach is talking about rotating or making everybody feel important. In other words, he's going to play almost all the players. So that's what we should expect. And then I also pick up a rumor, I think it was Saubrey Boyz in one of his shows, to say there were close to 9 players, either injured, others they passed late fitness. So maybe they could have lost because of those reasons. But if I go on social media, I go on the news, Pirates fans are up in arms. They want nothing about the coach. Coach so the anger is towards the coach, and then the coach has just played only 2 games. All right, so I've seen Dr. Ivan Koza coming out and say, you chose to support Pirates, and this coach has been hired by Pirates. If you are not happy, we are allowed to go and support another team. Well, I don't know. Really, those are his words. They don't sound palatable for me. That's me. But maybe he wanted to put a point to say, you support the coach that we have appointed as a team. If you go against the coach that we appointed, now you can decide what to do. Remember, it is alleged that Patrice Motsepe at some point, that's what he said to Mamelodi Sundowns fans, to say, I've appointed Peter, believing in him. So those who are against Peter, tell me, I'll let Peter go, I'll go with him, and I'll leave your team here in Mamelodi. Then the supporters stopped whatever that they were doing. Okay. So I don't know. If those were his kind words, I know Dr. Koza to be a diplomatic somebody, you know, but those words are really, really harsh to say. Bobby is used to that. Bobby likes using those words. Hey, late la pasekale, angizange sivi. You see? So yeah, I don't know. That's me. Remember, I keep on saying we're an edutainment. We are educating and entertaining. All right. And I'm not saying we are correct. I'm just making what we observe. And I'm just passing my opinion as a layman in the street to say, I wouldn't really wish a boss whom I support saying it, okay, to us as supporters. So that's my opinion. Now, today, Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. Remember, I've been saying Pirates is the only team that can stand against Mamelodi Sundowns. And we've seen even last year, they gave Mamelodi Sundowns hard for their money. And remember, it's not only Pirates that is struggling. Sundowns fans, they are not happy with Caruso. They are questioning so many things about him and so on. And yeah. So, Thabiki, before we get started, what are the news that you picked up around the two teams? Injuries, what's happening? You told me something behind the scene about Ribeiro and so on. Just give us the news. What's the story?
So far, I haven't heard of any injuries or suspensions about both camps. But then what I've heard is that Ribeiro is back, and then we are not sure whether he's going to play or not, or it's just the mind games again. We don't know what's happening, but we'll see when the game starts or when the starting 11 or the team sheets comes out and stuff. But however, we are looking forward to a great game, and then yeah. So either way, whatever happens today, it will be 11 against 11 on the field. So abakhala yobazokhala. So yes, so far I haven't heard of any news from both sides, suspensions or anything, but it's still early also for suspensions also. So but we're looking forward to a great game of football today.
Yeah, well, we do have there are some cards, but that's on the league. You know, my team that is designing our picks apparently didn't design that one, so that is why I could not share it. Yeah, if Ribeiro is back, that's a plus. That's a plus for Sundowns. And the other thing, I hope, but that's only hope, that Mshishi will be used this season. Because, you know, Mshishi does bring that element of authority in the middle of the park. But remember, Mshishi has not been playing for too long. I'm not a physician or a scientist. I don't know how does the body react when you come back after a long time. Yes, you have trained, but training is not as competitive as the real match. Yeah. So, yeah, tell me, what do you know? What's happening in terms of the predicted lineup, or what do you want to tell me on your side?
For me, about the Pirates camp, I'm not sure what's happening that side. I don't want to say a lot, but I'm quite disappointed that they lost the first two games. It's going to be quite a mountain to beat the other teams, because now other teams will be smelling blood against you. And today it's your third game of the season, and you're playing Mamelodi Sundowns in the semi-finals of the MTN 8, and it's just the first leg. So obviously, Sundowns also didn't start well, so they will also want to stamp their authority that no, guys, look here, we are the defending champions of Betway Premiership, even if we are playing MTN 8. And then remember, Pirates has been winning the MTN 8 for I think 3 seasons now. So Mamelodi Sundowns would also want to stop them from continuing winning this tournament. And this cup also has been eluding Mamelodi Sundowns. Even if it's the semi-finals, Mamelodi Sundowns will also want to go on to face Sekhukhune United or Stellenbosch Football Club. So Mamelodi Sundowns today, I think they have the upper hand, because I think they've started their season a bit quicker than other teams. I mean, if you look at them, they are on gear number 3, as I want to put it. Orlando Pirates, I think they're still on gear number 0 or 1, if I may put it that way, because the Sundowns Yakijima, I saw them on the previous game, even the game that they drew, their first game in the league, Mamelodi Sundowns was running. You can see that these guys have already started their seasons. They're already on gear number 3 than most teams. So I wouldn't want my team or the team that I support to play Mamelodi Sundowns now. Thank you.
You know what? The truth of the matter is, Pirates have never lost against Sundowns, especially on MTN 8. So that also plays a psychological impact. Remember, as much as maybe Pirates have been losing, but what you know is a big game like this, all the players, in terms of psychological impact, they increase their game, they increase their performance, and who can forget that 2011, at some point there was 3-0 drubbing of Sundowns by Orlando Pirates on their en route to take the cup. So those elements plays a major role. And like you said, Pirates have dominated this tournament. All right. So that on its own is boosting the players. It's telling them that, you know what, this is our game, then we can win it. Okay. But on the other hand, you have Mamelodi Sundowns, who have been champions of the Premier Soccer League for 8 times now. And then they've went to the World Cup. They've performed very well, to a point whereby a lot of people were talking about Mamelodi Sundowns. Your great Thierry Henry, everybody was saying, we enjoyed Mamelodi Sundowns more than any other team. So that on its own, it might be a boost for the Sundowns players to say, look, remember now Sundowns is known, okay, because of them playing for the Club World Cup. I don't know what to take on what I've said.
You are correct. And then the other thing that would also depend on how Pirates perform, it's the starting lineup. I don't know what's happening, whether it was injuries that forced the coach to use those new players. Most of them played and then put them Fukings, the Mbulu was not even available. So I hope he's not losing the dressing room early in the season like this. So I hope we're going to see the Pirates that we are used to, even if it's not the same players that he's going to put in the lineup. I hope they're going to perform. That's why I said when we started the show that I'm looking forward to a great football match. I know it's a final before a final. Those teams are very strong. They competed in the Champions League. I'm looking for what I saw in Pirates last season. They were a very scary team. This year they're even much better with the signings they have made. With Lombules and Yundulis, you can see they are also planning for Champions League. So they have depth in their squad. But for me, that's my opinion. I don't know how the coaches think. I think he was not supposed to track with the winning team. He was just supposed to let those new players in. Hanyane. When the team is winning, then you put 3 or 4 of those players in the second half of the new players so that they can get used to the Orlando Pirates environment when the team is winning. So, but if you start with them, they're still new, all of them in the pitch, and then those old new guys, those old guys who used to play and winning the games, they are on the bench. So you must expect something there to be negative in the dressing room. So I hope today, or maybe he has spoken to the team, or maybe there was injuries, because we as the supporters or as the media, we don't know what exactly is happening inside the dressing room. Or maybe it is the coach who wants to put the players that he thinks will win him the game. I don't know. But I hope today I will see Orlando Pirates that I'm used to. Thank you.
Look, Mamelodi Sundowns started this campaign very well by finishing Richard Bayfoni in the quarterfinals. And then, of course, their second game, they played 1-1. And then their last game, they won 2-0. So that on its own, that tells you they mean business. And they are aware that, you know what, they have to do what they're supposed to do. You know? And Mamelodi Sundowns, this is one of the cup they really, really want. They're struggling to get this one. All right. And then, and remember the draw, it was against Chippa United, 1-1. And then before they win 2-0 against Amazulu. So that on its own says something. We all know that Thembinkosi has been released, Maema has been released. I don't know. And Maema, I like Maema, but you know what? It's up to the coach. Maybe we need to give him a chance to, exercise what he thinks. But those are some of the elements that you need to take into consideration. And then on the other hand, like I said earlier on, that Pirates have been boosted by the fact that they've been winning this tournament for some time. So that will be a motivating factor to say, let's go and do it again. Right. Do you want to add something, or do you want to the next game?
For me, Pirates ingavuka nge-Sundowns. Angithi manje wile ingavuka nge-Sundowns. Just like Chiefs. Chiefs beat Stellenbosch last season on the Nedbank, beat Pirates, beat Sundowns. So anything is possible. This is football, and then if you look at Kaizer Chiefs, I say they were not playing good football, but then they managed to win a tournament where we thought maybe they wouldn't even make it to the semi-final. So let's not write off Orlando Pirates because it's focusing on nasemini. Thank you.
Like you said, bullying of the park there. I haven't had enough time to, but he played well. I see he's a player who releases the ball, and that's what I think. Players who succeed are those people who do one touches, get the ball.
Yeah.
If you try to
ball must move around.
Yeah, if you try to dribble, very few players are dribblers. Not all of them, you see. So, because Jomo used to say, "Why do you want to run when the ball can run faster than you? Why don't you let the ball run instead of you running?" Okay, Thabiki, let's look at the league. It has already kickstarted, and then let's see your team. How did your team perform so far? Just a minute. I'm just sorting things up here. Okay. Now, you have just played at Kaizer Chiefs. You know what? Guess what? You are number 2 after a long time.
Number 1. It's number 1.
Number 2, man. Remember every element of the criteria applied. Number 2, Devon City is on top. Let me see. And I think it's a question of alphabetical order. But you are number 2. That's a fact. Even if
it's been a long time singafiki lapha phezulu phela. Yo, how long?
Yeah, if you had to award the prize, of course they'll give to Devon City. What's your take about Devon City?
Hey, I'm impressed. I think if they win about maybe 5 games within maybe under 8 games, they play 8 games, maybe win 5. I think they will survive the Premiership. There's Gavin Hunt, there's Middensdorp, and then there's experienced players who have played in the Premier League for many years. This team, I think, they will make it into the top 8.
Now you tell me that you guys as Kaizer Chiefs made a mistake by letting Gavin Hunt go.
No. I don't know about that, but what I'm telling you, Gavin Hunt has been a good coach for a long time. He didn't win the Premier League by fluke, so he's a good coach. It's just that he didn't have, his things didn't go well at Chiefs. So it happens. You know, I like his combo with Middensdorp. You know, I like that combo. You know, experienced two coaches. The other one is a technical director. The other one is a coach. So, I mean, and they are very good when it comes to defense. Durban City is going to be a problem this season. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. And then
it's going to be a problem.
It's always.
I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see them when they play maybe Mamelodi Sundowns or Kaizer Chiefs or Orlando Pirates or versus Sekhukhune, because Eric Tinklerk also, he's a good tactician. He can plan for players or for other teams, you know.
Peter always recommend Gavin Hunt. He speaks highly of him. I'm impressed by Amazon. Alpha is doing a good job there.
Yeah.
Thabiki, before I move on, remember you're a financial company. Let me just share the books that we have. One of them is this one, How to Win the Wealth Game, The Art of Money, by Dr. Darlene Small, okay? You can get it from us only. And then the other one is this one, Nomsa Masbugo, hailing from Emalateni, the Entrepreneur Awakening with a Drive. So you can also get a copy right from us here. And then the other one is this one, How to Get Out of Bad Debts, Use Other People's Money and Resources to Get Rich. And then, you can also get it from us if you want a copy. And then the other one is this one. Okay, I didn't share it. The book called How I Turned 500 Rand into a Million Rand Business. This book, it's both in hard copy and ebook. Ebook, you can get it at Amazon and then online, and then it can be on your phone, can be on your computer, and so on. But I think next year, once I've completed my studies, I'm going to convert all the books into ebooks, all of them, and then start going back to what I love most, writing books. And then that's another book that you can get. And then there's this one, Secrets for Becoming Rich, which is the second edition. The first edition is there too. If you want it, you can also get it from us. So yeah, you need to empower yourself in terms of educating yourself with knowledge. Now, Thabiki, let's talk. Who's the next game after this one?
Stellenbosch versus Sekhukhune. I'm definitely watching that game. One of my favorite teams is Sekhukhune and Stellenbosch, and then both coaches I like, the players in two camps I like. You know, they always produce good players from both sides. You know, yeah. So good tacticians. You know, the only problem with Eric Tintler, he only knows how to plan for big teams. I don't know whether when he plays against Stellenbosch, he will see them as a big team or as a small team. That will be his downfall. But either way, I think in terms of playing and style, I think Sekhukhune will take it unless Bapa is. But I think Sekhukhune will be in the final with Mamelodi Sundowns.
Well, let's watch Sekhukhune. Yes, this year Stellenbosch, they seems to be struggling. It's a little bit sad.
There's new players. There's new players.
Steve Barker, is one coach who's doing well, but they seems to be struggling now. But
but I think within 5 games they will get it right, and then they will be the Stellenbosch that we know. Before the CAF Confederation starts, I think we'll see the team that we used to seeing lessons, because I think the players that came in are the similar players that left. So they have the same different style. They just have to adjust themselves. I watched their game versus Kaizer Chiefs. They're very fit. They play high tempo football. So they don't give up easily, just like the players that left. So let's just give them some time, and then they'll get into it. And then but then now I think Sekhukhune will walk away with it. But then I don't know about the score, but I think Sekhukhune will take it. We'll see. Maybe Mamelodi Sundowns. That's my prediction. Sundowns and Mamelodi Sundowns. So I mean Sekhukhune and Mamelodi Sundowns in the final.
You don't see a surprise. You don't see what you call. You don't see Stellenbosch rising, coming back and say, look, we are there. We are not here.
No,
we are here to
as I just said, that they will need close me maybe 5 games or 6 games before they can get it right, you know. But either way, they're still a good team, you know. Maybe they will get their win in their next match in the league. But today, I don't see them winning against Sekhukhune.
Don't see them winning against Sekhukhune.
No, I don't see them, you know.
That's it.
Unless maybe they put something up there, I don't know. But you know, we might even see a red card from from Stellenbosch again. You know, every time when the season starts, that's how they start. Get a red card here, get a red card there, then they get it right. You know. So yeah, that's for me.
Look, the good news maybe for me, the king is back. He was in training during the week. He'll be playing this coming tomorrow. Tomorrow he'll be there. And then, as you can see here, they've isolated him there to show that he's back. And then because, you know, Inter Miami, it's a little bit worrying. Without Messi, they look like a lost team. You know what? I still say, I wish Messi called Dani Alves to join him there. You know, so I don't know what's happening. Maybe Dani Alves still having problems, and then you know these teams. But he has won his case, so there's no cloud over his head. I wish Dani Alves can be there. You see, if I had what you call a link up, I would say, guys, call Dani Alves. And this is Messi, this young man said his only wish is to meet Lionel Messi. And this boy is suffering from Marknet brain tumor, all right? So Messi, then he made his day. The boy was so excited. And this is what I really enjoy, to you know to bring that element of hope. And then Ramos was asked who's the best. You know, this debate for me is closed, man. We don't have this debate anymore. But what I like,
long time ago.
What I like now, all those people who played Real Madrid now, the majority of them, they come out now to speak out. Ramos said, you know what? It's difficult to compare the two, but if you look at Messi, there's lots. There's a package there. He says the man can dribble, okay? The man can do an exceptionally accurate pass, all right? And then his finishing is precise, all right? He's a complete player. Ronaldo, it's all about scoring goals, hate, what, but blah, blah. You understand? Messi's a complete player, and that is even demonstrated by the men of the matches. If you look at the difference of the men of the matches, oh, Messi's miles ahead in terms of the men of the matches that he has won. Thabiki, thank you so much for showing up, and thanks to our family, our group. The shows are doing well now. The numbers are climbing. The views watching, subscription is also coming up, and then yeah, it's quite exciting. Very soon, I think I'll be interviewing somebody from DC Partner, which is a PDA. You know, we deal with finance, and then just to share what's happening in the industry. I was in the Debt Councillors Conference this past Thursday with all stakeholders, the creditors, economists, and so on, sharing what's happening. Doesn't look good in terms of the economy. I've just seen what you call, I don't know whether it's the dialogue, what's happening. I just saw people fighting. We'll watch the space. The national so we'll see what's happening. So there's quite happening in the country. But what was more exciting for me was to see putting and Donald Trump meeting, and it looks like they're making headway. You know, what was very surprising for me, it was closer for them to meet at Washington, but Putin decided that they go to Alaska because apparently it's a relationship between Alaska and Russia. Alaska, I think it was part of Russia, was somehow sold to America. Symbolism. And what I like, when he was there, he went to the graves of the old soldiers, the fallen heroes of the Russians. Yeah. So, yeah. So those are the news. I'm just giving the news because news also have an impact on financial matters. Thabiki, thank you so much, people. Please continue to subscribe and like, and then also give us your comment. Let's hear. Thabiki, what do you want to say? Bid them farewell.
Thank you very much for the lovely show. I'm looking great. Looking forward to great football matches today. Even the English Premiership opened yesterday, the La Liga opened. So Ziyakhala nje, hey, ball igcwele la TV. Asaboreki manje. No more boredness. The remote is ours now. 203, 204 AA to SABC 1 ngama Saturdays, it's us. Yeah. So Ziyakhala, so yeah, I welcome back football all over across the world, and then yeah, looking great to a great Saturday and Sunday of football. Thank you very much. Looking forward to. Thank you.
Alekere, Dimuna Munes, I wish the child a speedy recovery, my brother. It would have been nice to have you. Unfortunately, due to those unforeseen circumstances, it could not happen. I thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from TBR. TBR is a financial company. I hope we are not one of those people who have been tricked. You got an SMS to say to you, look, we want to assist you. We want to give you one debt. They call it debt consolidation. And then they say to you, no, it's not debt review. We just want to give you a debt consolidation. The next thing, you find yourself being under debt review. And the next thing, you can't be able to make credits. You want to go and buy school uniform. You want to do this and that on credit. You can't because of that status. Because of scrupulous debt counselors who tricked you because they are aware of the fact that maybe you don't know. Because of your ignorance, then they are able to trick you. So if you want to clear that status, don't hesitate. Give us a shout. We'll be able to assist you. You'll see at the end of this message, there will be a WhatsApp number. Drop us a WhatsApp number. Just indicate and say, look, I want to be cleared, or just give us your details. We'll call you back, and then we'll assist you to clear that status. It be either judgment, blacklisting, adverse report that makes you not to be able to get credit, or you also want to increase your credit score, because credit score is very important. If you want to do that and you want to clear that status, don't hesitate. Just drop us a WhatsApp, we'll come back to you. Because the only person who can do that is a debt counselor, not even a lawyer. If it's a lawyer, the lawyer must be also qualified as a debt counselor. All right? So drop us a WhatsApp so that we assist you to clear it. We have assisted many people in situation of that nature. I thank you.